Please have a seat.
Thank you. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome back again to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayer.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يأتون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع السماوات والأرض ولا يعض حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. السلام عليكم بالفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر حاسد إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. السلام عليكم بالناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس والله يسمك من الناس برحمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق نازل الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم ولا آله حق قدره ومدار عظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. O God, our light and salvation, we are grateful for having you as our all in all. We are confident to tread upon lions, serpents, and scorpions, knowing that they cannot harm us. Though we walk through the valley of the shadows of death, we shall fear no evil. Continue to be on our side as we journey on. Let your goodness and mercy follow us all our days, as we continue to dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness.
JAMMEH.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Council.
We will be discussing your statement of the 13th of September 2024.
Sure.
Do you have a copy?
Yes, I have.
Now, you serve as the chairman of the is it the market subcommittee?
Yes.
How many committees did you serve in since 2018?
To date,
Yes.
I serve as the chairman of the markets committee,
Yes.
the vice chairman, establishment and appointment committee,
Yes. The vice chairman?
establishment and appointment committee
Since when?
since 2018.
Please go ahead.
And also the chairman of the revenue committee, just this 2023.
Revenue committee.
Yes, newly formed.
Now, before we proceed, as a councillor,
Mhm.
uh, do you have your ward development committee?
So yes, we do.
Do you have a secretary to this ward?
Yes, the secretary who was, selected by the community attended only few meetings, and since then he never turned up.
And who is this individual?
Unless I go back to the file, because I only met him twice. It's from the other
Twice.
part of the community. Yeah.
Now, do you have a list also of the members of this committee?
Yes, there should be a list.
Please, you provide us with this. Do you have a file of all correspondences or communications of activities of any kind that you have embarked on as a ward?
We only have the work plan and the activity plan for the community.
For every year?
Yes.
You have for every year?
Yes, I do. I think.
But you don't keep a file?
No.
Do you take part in budget preparation when council is about to prepare their budget? Do you take part in it at the level of your ward?
Council budget preparation.
Yes.
Yes. Normally we do participatory budgeting at the community level. Those are the community needs identified and forwarded to the council through the community development.
How do you do this?
Normally, we call for a meeting. Every area, the WTC members will come with their community members. So we'll sit together, identify the needs of the community, and prioritize them, and possible solutions.
Yes.
And we start implementing when funds are available.
So how do you communicate this to council? Is it in writing?
Yes, because community service staffs always come there to conduct this activity annually, normally.
Yes. So, but how do you communicate to council in relation to the budget preparation? Your as a ward, your contribution. How do you communicate this to council? Do you write to council?
No.
Why is that? The law requires that you have to communicate to council. You have the right to council.
Because the community needs has already been identified by the unit in the council, in the presence of the community members, and this is forwarded to the council.
I don't understand. Can you please clear that? Can you explain it?
Through this community participatory budgeting,
yes,
a unit from the council
yes,
headed it and conduct it, and they prepare this, reports and
yes.
take it to the council. So it's already been forwarded before the budgeting.
Do you have minutes of these meetings?
No.
Why is that? Is there any reason?
To be honest, we are not taking minutes because of other problem, but this is a weakness.
Do you have certain problems?
Yes, the secretary has not been available. So, to be honest, we could have done better by choosing someone to do it. But the relevance of taking minutes is known to me recently, because I know there should be continuity, and to get that continuity, you have to get something in record. So it's something that I will adjust myself on.
Yes,
but I have not been filing minutes.
Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Do you have your development plans for every year, like every year from 2018?
At times they do it biannually.
Yes. Do you have copies of this?
Yes.
Would you be able to produce it? Very good.
Yes.
Okay. You done? Okay. We applied the Ward Development Pacote Community Action Plan report for the following. Yeah, we have from 2018 to 2020 Community Action Plan report and for participatory budgeting. But this document starts from page 24.
Page?
Um, the Community Action Plan report 2018 to 2020, I see it start from page 24. Is there any reason for that? And where are the original documents?
To be honest, I got these copies from the community service. When I heard you ask other councillors about their development plan, I went to the community development. I told them that I don't have a copy and if they can provide me. So I got it from them. I got it from the community service office. When I was looking at some of the testimonies of the councillors, I heard you asking them about it. So I went to community service and asked them a copy. So I got these copies from them.
But you don't have copies in your office.
So I don't have. Thank you.
We also have the Community Action Plan summaries report for Bakote, October 2018. And the Community Action Plan report for 2021. Do you have anything for 2022?
No,
For 2023?
I don't have a copy of those ones unless I go and look for them. But 2023, I don't think there is any. So we did one just recently, not so long ago, with the community. This some months ago at the beginning of this year.
Right.
Mr. Jammeh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the Bakote Ward Community Action Plan Report 2018-2020. We will give it back to you so that you provide us with the complete report, because this one is starting from page 20.
Page 1. Okay.
And the next document is the CAP summaries report for Bakote October 2018. That is the total population, etc. It gives you the statistics. This document is also a document of 64 pages. We will give you to have the complete document and a cover note to that effect for us to be able to admit this.
Okay.
Because there is nothing showing who is the author of the document, etc.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Who's that? Actually, it's a good number. 4, 2. The Ward Development of Backwater Community Action Plan, CAP, report for November 2021 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/AC/KMC/002.
As the commission places.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. May I have exhibit 002? What were your main priorities in 2020? In 2018, moving forward?
This was road rehabilitation, Bakote Women's Garden.
What about the poor road network?
Yeah, poor road network, that is road infrastructural development. So because we have a very poor road network system in Bakote, so that's why we prioritize it high. And at the Bakote Women's Garden.
So before going forward, was this since 2018? Is there any result in relation to trying to solve this problem?
Some.
Yes,
so we fixed more than 6 roads that were
go ahead, no proceed.
That were not even motorable because of erosion. These were roads that were eroded and serious dips were there. So we arranged for boulder stones and also gravel to fix them. Some of these roads are Johnson Bar by the Senford, Bohol Junction, Kasuba, and also the road by the Christian Cemetery towards the Boyo Field, newly constructed. It's also been gravelled, and the road by the Bakote Mosque, Central Mosque, is also being bolted with stones and gravel.
How many? 6 roads out of how many roads?
I say more than 6 because even the Garden Road,
yes,
the road linking Bakote Bohol to Pichankeri Bundung N is also being fixed.
Yes.
So many roads have been fixed.
That's why I said, out of how many roads?
No, the roads were not listed. How many roads need to be fixed? So we do it according to what we have.
Do you have the records to show how much you've spent in fixing each road and what is the current state? the contractors, or is it locally fixed, or their contracts were awarded?
No, what we normally do is when we know that you have trucks or any other person who can afford or provide transport of these gravels and stones, we ask and price is given, you provide it and we pay you.
So when you say we fix this road, what kind of fixing are you referring to? Are there new roads constructed, or is it just that the potholes are being fixed? Which one is it?
No, these are roads that some of them are completely abandoned.
Yes.
They are not motorable. So we filled it first with boulder stones and put gravel on it, bring grade them. So this is how we fix them.
Okay. So do you have the reports of the monies that you've spent on each of these roads?
Anyway, we were not keeping independent records of this because we normally request or ask for support from other donors and other community agencies. So whatever money we have, we discuss and said we're going to do it on this, and we do it.
Do you have money given to the ward development from by council to be able to fix these roads and other problems?
Yes, we do receive support from the ward development committee, but the amount of development we're doing in our communities is not even 10-20% of it from the council.
It is not even 20%. Okay. So the most part of it would be what you would, as a councillor and your team,
yes,
go out to try to get donors.
Yes.
Now, how about we have here the poor state of the women's garden? What about the women's garden? When you say poor state, what do you mean?
There was no standardized water supply. They have these wells that's normally filled after every rainy season.
Yes.
And the fence was not
locally
well. And also they have the fence was down, prone to animals.
Yeah.
So we try to fix it through KMC. KMC dug a borehole for us there.
Okay.
And with 20 taps spread in the garden. The fencing, we were trying to communicate to one NGO to support us with the fencing. Fortunately, during that time, Barrow Youth Movement came in. Fortunately, during that time, Barrow Youth Movement came in and fenced the garden with wire. So that's how the fencing also. But even in this current situation, we trying to look into it because the borehole has an issue. I'm just informed 2 days ago that they are trying to clear to start the garden, but the borehole is not functioning, and also the fence, most part of it is down again.
When was this borehole drilled? Which year? Do you recall?
It's 2019, I think.
2019.
Yes.
Do you know the contractor?
No.
Good. How about agricultural products?
Agricultural products to Bakote?
Yes.
I couldn't recall.
You don't recall? There is none.
I couldn't recall.
You have number 4 in your priority list. We said no recreational center. Do you have one now?
Yes, we have support one German association. I forget the name. They built one for the it's a philanthropist. German, it's a family association, I think.
Yes.
They were introduced to me by one resident of Bakote. So I took them around and showed them what we want. And they built one in a container form that were fixed with strings and some playing materials.
Yes.
So that is done. And also Chapt is also building one, that is the 6-a-side football field and recreational.
The issue of healthcare, you said there's no health center?
No, there is no health center, and still we don't have, because we have so many in Bakote, but all of them are private. So, and all these health centers, none of them bought a land from the community. It's all given to them by the community, but the community cannot access them because of the cost involved. So the last time I approached that of the social welfare children's center in Bakote, if we can collaborate with them so that they will create an entrance for the community at the other end of the fence, so that the community can also access. We started it. I went with the alkali to their ministry, but at the end of the day, it doesn't work. They said the community cannot access it. So, but I was able to secure an ambulance for the community, which is in the service of the community.
Have you, in your council deliberations, request or make arguments for the need of a health center?
Yes, when we identify our problems and send to council, and council is with the copy, the complaint is sent.
No, but still, you have to make your argument. You have to. I think you have access to the most important decision-making process in council, which is council meetings where resolutions are passed. Maybe it probably would have been better and much more, um, um, much more promising to make your arguments in council that you need a health center, even though they know because they have the documents as far as you're concerned.
I'll
But
take
make
it
the
up.
arguments. Is that not the case?
I'll take it up.
So now, do you think council should be in a position to provide health service?
Do you think who?
Do you think council itself should be in a position to provide health service
No,
in your area?
no,
You don't think they should?
no, they cannot.
Why?
Currently, because the concept or the idea of decentralization is not actually happening, because all the health facilities are not under council but under the Ministry of Health. We can only channel it through the Ministry of Health to help and support us have at least a health center in the community.
Have you been doing that as council?
Yes, well, we've written to the ministry once or twice, and
To do what?
True.
To do what?
I said we've written to the ministry.
Yes.
From the community.
Yes.
That this is the situation.
Yes.
And there's a health officer who was leading that.
There was a
health officer, a resident of Bakote, who was leading that.
Who was?
Who was leading that?
Who was leading that?
Leading that communication.
I don't understand. I know part of your responsibility as council, you're a local government.
Yes.
And if you're a local government, you administer within your area.
Yes.
You become the head of the political and administrative structure of your area.
So, very well.
Yes. So health is also part of it. It's in fact stated in your local government act. So now, if you say you must channel it through the ministry, I am not saying you don't have to do that. But my point is, what have you done when I say you as in council and just for backwater? Let's leave it ourselves to backwater. I'm in the area of health.
What I have done when
not,
I
not you individually. What has council done? Because you have it in your priority list. Is that not the case?
Yes.
You have it in your priority list, and then this is the presentation for findings and analysis. You have it, the World Development of Backwater Community Action Plan report for November 2021. The reason why you have the healthcare as being a priority issue is because you know council has to contribute in the area of health. Is that not the case?
No, if the facility is available or the landscape is available, maybe we can contact council for support.
How do you know the council doesn't have the facility?
No, because all the other health facilities in this municipality, most of them are under the Ministry of, especially the public health facilities are under the Ministry of Health. So I don't know that the council can provide us one, to be honest. But it's a priority and it's a need in the community.
So Section 76.
Either from the central government, from the local government, from the donor agencies, it's a need in the community.
Section 76 sub 2 of the Local Government Act 2022, 2002, sorry, says that I read, without limiting the generality of subsection 1 of this section, a council shall, within its jurisdiction, be responsible for major health centers, sub-dispensaries, and all primary health care services. B, maternal and child health services. C, distribution of pharmaceutical products and vaccines to health facilities. And D, general hygiene and sanitation. So you see?
Yes, I know this. I mean, section is in the Local Government Act, and I know it stands. But
why?
Because decentralization is not real.
What is this decentralization?
That's the devolution of powers from the central government to the local councils. So if that is in stage or in operation, all the health facilities, even the security sectors and the education schools and so on, all has to be under the supervision of the council.
What power is there to devolve that is not being devolved and is depriving council from?
Normally, when we meet, they always yes.
Devolution. You have to explain it the way you understand it. Devolution of power is the reason why you cannot achieve this. I'm now asking you, what in that process of devolution do you lack that you believe you should have that power to achieve?
Thank you, Council. Devolution in this context will mean the central government ministries like health handing over all the facilities, all the staffs, and their financial budgets to the local council.
They don't have to hand over anything. They build their own healthcare. You build yours. You don't have to hand over anything. They build theirs. You build yours. You are collecting tax from the people. Central government is collecting tax from the people. Is that not the case?
No.
Do you understand my point? Do KMC not, or any local government authority not collect tax from the people?
Yes, we're collecting tax and investing back to the...
And central government, I don't deny that. I don't deny that you invest. Let me even say you invest 120% if there is an argument. The argument will only be relevant if it is sustained. See, anybody can say, we have done X, Y, and Z without evidence. I always say, it goes to no issue. We say it goes to no issue. So I will not deny what you're saying. But if you say it, you should be ready to prove it. If you prove it, then your argument stands. Back to the issue. If central government builds hospitals or healthcare because they collect tax from people, if they fail to do that, they have to do it. Do you understand that? And they should be responsible. If you also have the authority in relation to healthcare, it's because you are collecting tax from the people. So you don't tell the next person, give me what you have, let me administer. Build yours. You take my money, build me hospitals and healthcare facilities. Is that not the case?
I'll find out, but that was my understanding about.
Yes, now you understand what I'm trying to say.
I will find out, to be honest, at the level of the council.
Yes.
When they said taking care of the health, the education, the other social facilities, I will get into it and get that advice.
Please do that. Please do that. That will be helpful.
Promise.
No, let me just come in here.
Yes.
Mr. Jammeh, let me just give you an example. For some of this, some of what partly what council has said. In relation to the provision he has read to you. He has clearly explained to you that you have authority and mandate to provide for yourself as a council. And the example I want to give to you, which is very concrete, is a school in Bundu. Is it called Charles Jau?
Yes.
It's owned by KMC.
Yes.
You did not take it from government. You built it. KMC built that school.
Yes.
So this is what the provision of the law is telling you as a council to provide these services. So when you take money from people, you should be able to invest it to provide service that will compete central government and to a point that you will make central government irrelevant. That is the envisioned issue in the provision of the Local Government Act.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
Thank you. You can proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. The other issue is back to your statement, Mr. Jammeh. The word allocations. How have you been receiving your word allocations every year?
Yes.
Do you um, have you been audited as to how these monies are spent?
Anyway, no,
No,
because we have an auditor in the WDC who is on top of the matters and knows exactly what we are spending and on what. But there is no record keeping of auditing.
There is no audit.
No, there is no record keeping of auditing.
Please come again. I didn't hear that part.
I said there is no record kept for auditing.
Auditing. Okay. But do you know why?
To be honest, these are new setups, and we set structures that we need to improve on. I came to know the importance, the relevance of these local WDC setups, how and the way and the manner they should operate and keep records and files.
Right.
And to be honest, to my level, I'll take it up from there, and I know it's very key, but I won't sit here and say something that I don't have.
Not true. The other issue is on second page of your statement that we are discussing, the 13th of September 2020.
Let me ask you one question. I have seen in your statement, Mr. Jammeh, that you received your allocation in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. For 2019, except for 2019 when you received 100,000. 2020, 2021, 2022, you received 200,000 each year.
I believe, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And for these 3 years, for these 4 years, what did you specifically expend this money on? For example, in 2019. In 2020, did you have subvention? In 2018?
No.
You did not have subvention?
No.
Now, in 2019, you were given 100,000. What did you spend this 100,000 on?
Unless I go back.
Okay, provide us with the information as to what activities you expended this money on.
Okay.
We can understand that you did not audit this, but we need to know how these monies were spent in your ward in this 4 years. Did you receive any subvention in 2023? This past 2023.
2023, no.
Please let us know, note it down. Okay. You let us know whether you had subvention and let us know how you expended the money. Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
We have the issue of honorariums. What's the difference? You ready, sir? Thank you. The issue of honorariums. There was this period that the councillors were said to have embarked on more than 20 days, about 24, 25 days market exercise. Do you recall this?
Yes, I do.
And did you take part in this activity?
Yes, I do.
Can you please explain to us?
Yes, this was an exercise conducted by the councillors. This was, I think, our first exercise when we received a complaint from the councillor of Latrikunda at the general council meeting that by someone who told him that he see either counterfeits or duplicates being sold in the market. So, and he brought evidence of that receipt to the general council. So we said, let us go into the field and look what is going on. So we get into the field and we said, each and every one of you can be in your area and form a team and do it together. So then there was, to be honest, because I was in a team and I was taking the register, but on a piece of paper. So that was the day Karamo called and said, this was after the exercise, and said, we have to come and sign an attendance list. We went and he gave us the attendance and we signed, meaning transferring what we have on the attendance. But there was prior register on this.
Okay, Karamo said that. Karamo said that, but then the register was not properly kept. But how many days did you take part in that? How many days was that exercise?
The exercise is supposed to be 25 days.
Why 25 days?
Yeah, because this was our first exercise. We taught the markets. We have 18 markets in KM, and some of the markets have satellites along by them. That is Serekunda markets and let's say Latrikunda, where they have extensions.
How many markets did you and your team visit?
We visited Serekunda main market, Serekunda car parks, Latrikunda Iringanya, Manjai Kunda, and I think Joshua. And one day Kemo also joined us. I don't know to which of the markets.
How many times did you visit Serekunda market?
How many times?
How many days did you visit Serekunda market?
Did?
How many days did you visit Serekunda market?
No, I cannot recall.
How many days did you visit Joshua market?
No, I cannot.
Have you been to Serekunda market more than twice?
Very well.
In the same exercise?
More than 3-4 days, sir.
More than 3-4 days?
Yes.
The same with Joshua and the others as well?
Maybe those are smaller market, 2 days, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. But for Serekunda.
So you were visiting every stall, every shop? Is that the case?
No. What we normally do is we allow the ticket sellers to be in the field.
Yes.
That's the daily fees. So when they go, we follow them in the field. When we go, the women vendors or the squatters, we ask them, where is your ticket? Where is your ticket? Do you have ticket? And so on. So this was what we were doing.
And the idea was to find out what?
The idea was to find out whether there is these duplicate tickets sold in the market, which was not found. But it's make an impact because we understand the revenue has increased when they knew that.
Everybody says that, Jam. Everybody says we understand the revenue increased, but no one can prove that the revenue increased.
Okay.
No, I mean, not only you people, all the way from Brikama, where this idea of the Salibo started. The idea is everybody says is to increase the revenue, but no one can tell you and give you statistics as to how it increased the revenue. That from this period, we collected XYZ, and now we are collecting XYZ. Do you understand?
Anyway, I will find out because as me, I think if I could recall well, when I was taking over as the market committee here, the market's revenue weekly was between $500,000 to $600,000.
Yes.
And when I took over, we start using it goes to around 800,000-900,000, at times up to 1 million.
That's good.
So I think I can provide that.
Maybe it's more of you being effective.
When I go to the council, I go to the finance and look for that.
Yes, please do. Maybe it's more of you being effective as a market. I'm sorry, is it subcommittee chairman than the exercise being effective? You can be effective in the committee. Yes, you can. It's possible that you took over.
Council, but I took part in the exercise as well.
No, wait a minute. I'm not trying to flatter you. I'm just being honest. Maybe you took over as chairman, and your effectiveness in that role is the reason why the amount has gone up. But when it comes to this particular exercise in itself alone, there is no evidence that it has increased the revenue. That is also a fact. Is that not the case? Is that not the case? That's also a fact. But this exercise is different from you and your leadership as a subcommittee chairperson. The exercise must yield a result.
The exercise happens before my leadership.
Exactly.
So, as I said, I will find out.
Yes, and we have. Was there a report with the exercise?
I couldn't recall giving a report.
Yes,
to be honest. You see, council, this was our first councilors exercise.
Yes.
And then we don't understand issues much.
Yes.
We don't even know that we're supposed to have this attendance list with us. We don't even know that after the visiting, we're supposed to prepare these reports.
Yes.
And it's a process that we're trying to improve on because we don't make any structure there and we were not guided by any guideline.
Any guideline. That's understandable. Did the mayor take part in this exercise?
I couldn't recall that.
You don't recall?
Not to my notice.
If the mayor had taken part, would you have known?
Did the mayor attend?
If your mayor had attended this exercise, you would have known?
Not to my notice.
Not to your notice. You don't know whether he attended or not?
No.
Now, if I tell you that the mayor did not attend, would you deny that?
I won't, because I don't know whether he attended or not.
I'm just saying, if I do not come to work, being the lead council, everybody here will know.
No, this period around, not that
anyone, if the junior officers do not come to work, like for instance, if you do not attend a meeting as a chair, everyone knows. So one of the members may fail to attend a meeting and it may go unnoticed. Not the chairperson.
For this period, not that we are coming to the council, visiting mayor at his office. Yes. We normally communicate and meet at markets.
Now, exactly. Now, how many of you in your team?
At times it varies, because at times we'll go 3, at times 2, at times 4. Like there is a time I was with Karim, Habib, and is it Drame with at Serekunda. There was a time I was with Karamo, Kim,
yes,
and Karim Dabo, and it varies.
When you visited Serekunda market, were all the councillors present, or is it different teams?
No, different teams.
But we have a report that says or suggests that all the councillors were present at Serekunda market. Was that true?
All the councillors,
yes,
present at Serekunda.
Yes.
Anyway, it could be, but I don't witness that, because we were not going as the entire team of councillors. We were spread.
Now, the report we have is the 25. Did this exercise reach 25 days?
Yes.
25 days?
Yes.
Were all the councillors attending this exercise regularly?
I cannot tell.
You cannot tell. So the answer is no as well.
No.
We have seen councillors who said they can't even recall taking part in this exercise.
Yes, it's possible.
Yes. Because there is no proper monitoring. They all signed this analysis in one day. So if you are going with 3 or 4 councillors, for instance, and you have about 25 councillors or thereabout, how many councillors?
It's 27 plus nominated ones altogether.
Yeah, so there's no guarantee that you will know whether the others have been attending the exercise.
Yes, there is no guarantee on that.
Yeah, for instance, Peter Mendy testified and said, I cannot recall taking part in this exercise at all. But they called me at finance. I had to just come and sign my sign against my name and receive my money.
I never joined Peter in any group.
Yes.
And there is no market in Kololi that
Yes.
I supposed to visit to engage Peter.
But he was paid. Do you think that would be correct?
If he don't participate and paid, that's not in line.
We have evidence that anyone took part in this all the 25 days as well.
All
25 days. The other issue is there is also the idea that for every feast, Korete and Tobaski, honorariums would be given to councillors. In Brikama, they call it Salibo. In KMC, I will call it Salibo as well, because aside from any other explanation, it's a Salibo. So do you know about that?
I know about honorariums after training, but I don't know about Salib.
So you know that these trainings will happen during festive periods?
At times, yes, it falls. At times.
How many? In 2018, did you receive honorarium during Toski and Korete?
You see, these are trainings that are budgeted. And
I don't deny that. Yeah. I don't deny that. And that's not the area I'm asking you now. I'm saying in 2018, do you recall receiving money around Tobaski and Korete?
No, I cannot recall whether it is time of the Korite or
Tobaski. What has already been established already?
Yes.
What I'm asking is already been established, already been confirmed.
Yes.
In 2019, you recall receiving money during Tobaski and Korite. Some will say 10,000 for Tobaski and 5,000 for Korite. Do you recall receiving this money?
Anyway, I was never given any money for Tobaski or Korite.
Not for Tobaski. Not for Tobaski or for Korite. They didn't give you money.
Training.
They didn't give you the money to tell you that this 10,000 is for Tobaski. But during Tobaski period, they will organize an event and give you $10,000.
Anyway, I know that we used to undergo trainings.
Yes.
And after those trainings, it was not even so long ago, and there is no corridor, no Tobaski, and we have training. Yes. We are paid.
Yes.
So if trainings happens around that time, it's within the calendar of the year. So whether we do it intentionally for Corrites and Tobaski, that's I cannot attest.
No, but if it happens every year, it's intentional. It's programmed. It's by
maybe that is the period they have time for it.
No. And you know why? You know why? There are no evidence of these trainings.
Evidence like?
If you attend a training, what would be the evidence? Maybe you'll have a certificate. That's number one. You should have a certificate. You should be certified. That's number one. Even if you are not certified, there should be an attendance register.
Anyway,
there should be who's the trainer. The one conducting the training would have to be known.
Yes.
What you were trained for would have to be known. So the burden is on KMC to provide the documentation to say these are the evidences for the trainings that we have conducted. Is that not the case?
Anyway, those are administrative, because I know that we conduct trainings and both on the local government, the Finance and Manual Act, and other administrative documents.
Yes.
Even the current Justice Minister, Dauda, one time took us on that training. So
you want me to call him and ask him?
Huh?
You want me to call him and ask him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe you can help me with that. But my point is, if you invite anyone to conduct a training, you would have had a program for it. It has to be organized. There must be evidence. If you were asked about that training as an administrator, you should be able to produce.
I am a participant in those trainings. I'm not the coordinator or the trainer.
Mr. JAMMEH, not you. When I refer to you, I would definitely, I'm referring to you as not doing the right thing. I'm saying if council is to organize a training, and it's a legitimate training, the necessary requirements will be present. Either participants are certified. Have you ever been certified?
No, I have never been certified.
Yes, exactly.
Through those trainings, no.
Yes, so you have trainings, no certification, you can dispense with that. Not all trainings have certification, would be the argument. All trainings will have an attendance register, because that would be the basis of the payment. Is that not the case? So there would be part of the vouchers that you will be prepared. You will see all this necessary documentation to prove that the event occurred. Is that not the case? Before you are paid at the last.
Anyway, what I know is I am usually called to come attend capacity development training.
Capacity training.
Capacity development
training.
Yes.
In
So
2019, you received money around capacity corridor. You cannot recall. Everyone did. Every year. In fact, the government said because he's Christian, he will ask for a salary advancement during Christmas.
Okay.
Well, he's not entitled for the Tubaski and quality allowance.
Okay.
Or Salibo. You understand?
Anyway, I have no idea about that.
That's okay. And in your statement as well, I think you spoke about the fact that there were some trainings that were conducted within the period of Tobascan corridor. Is that not the case?
Yes.
Now, yes. Now, the other issue, there are other questions. The other issue is in relation to the Backwater Fish Market project. What was your role?
At the Backwater Fish Market?
Yes.
I am a board member since 2018.
2018?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your role as a board, the fish market?
I represent the community because the market is in the community of Bakote and I'm the councillor of Bakote.
Now, the monies that the fish market will generate, how are they accounted for as a board member?
Anyway, what I know is Bakote Fish Market was a loan, I think through the African Development Bank, from the African Development Bank through the Ministry of Fisheries. And then the JAMMEH government built it, and it is under the management of board of directors. But KMC has a stake in it because always the CEO is automatic board member.
Yes.
The councillor of the ward is also an automatic board member. Likewise, the permanent secretary fisheries is also an automatic.
You have, so again, the accountability in relation to the finance of the market. What is the structure?
Anyway, I know that when we were coming, there was no manager, there was an acting manager. And during our time, the board confirmed, that there is, how to call it, there is a need to have the manager. And we confirmed the manager who was acting to be a manager of the fish market.
I'm still asking, what is the structure in relation to the finances? What are the main sources of revenue for the fish market?
The main source of revenue for the fish market is the ice plant.
Yes.
And the stalls and canteens and also daily fees.
Now, who collect revenue at the fish market?
The management.
The management?
Yes.
Do they have a staff?
Yes.
Any staff employed by council?
Anyway, during that time, some of the staffs on secondment from the council to the fish market. So
secondment.
Yes, those are the senior staffs of the fish market.
Now, how do they account for these monies? Those who collect revenue there?
They manage it at their level because these monies are not going to KMC.
They are going to KMC?
No. They have their independent accounts where they manage the fish market.
How many accounts did you keep? I mean the fish market when you were there as a member?
That I know is one.
One?
That I know. That's the main account I know.
And the bank?
It's Mega Bank.
Mega Bank?
Mega or Zenith?
Mega or Zenith Bank?
Yeah.
Do you have an accounting officer?
Account officer on?
At the fish market?
That should be the finance of the fish market. They have a finance unit. They have a finance unit.
All right. Now you are still a member of this board.
Yes, because it's now transformed into KMM, that is Tanifin Municipal Market Limited.
How are you remunerated the board?
The board of the fish market is been now moved to the KMM board, and the fish market is one of the assets of the KMM.
Okay. So you had spoken at some point about monies that you receive from council by way of subvention.
Supports.
Yes. Can you please? And I mean the fish market or the KMM in your statement. $3 million is received from council.
$3
million is received from council.
Yes. These are subventions from the council.
Okay.
Since the formation of these limited liabilities, that is KMM, KMT,
yes,
Charles Zhao,
yes,
council used to subvent them.
Yes.
And on the budget, normally we used to approve 5 million for KMT, 5 million for KMM,
yes,
and 2.4 for Charles Zhao. So, but for the rest, I cannot talk much about because I am not a member. But for that of KMM, that's the Kanifing Municipal Markets, we received subvention of 3 million once.
Yes.
And it's still in the account because we intend to buy a land.
Who are the signatories in the account?
Who?
Who are the signatories to the account?
It's supposed to be the chairman, the manager, and the CEO. I think these are the three people who are usually the signatories.
If you were asked to give us the list of the people in the board, would you be able to do that?
The current board or the fish market board before, because there are changes.
The fish market first and then KMM.
Yes, I think I could recall most of them. Yes. I am one, Lamin K. JAMMEH. Mr. Zid Bakar Jallo as the chairman, Mr. Jallo. Mr. Bakari JAMMEH. Mr. Bakari Sanyang.
Yes.
Mr. Kanjura Kanyi.
Kanjura Kanyi.
Yes.
What is his role there?
Because he was recommended by the interim management that we should keep.
No, what is his role there?
He's a member.
Member.
Just
Proceed,
like.
Please.
And you have Madam Kinte and also Mr. Bamba Banja.
And Mr.
Bamba Banja from the fisheries.
Bamba Banja.
Yes.
From Ministry of Fisheries.
Yes.
Department of Fisheries. All right. Just to tell you, lastly, issue of the fish market. We know that several vouchers were raised at the time of the internal audit for January to December 2022. You were there?
January to December
2022.
Yes, I was.
Yes, you would have been there. We know the finding on page 38 of the said report is that it says that the payment vouchers of the fish market were all pre-audited at a certain time. Now, the audit office has post-audited all these vouchers for the period. Now, total number of payment vouchers treated by the audit is 157. The total amount of the vouchers is $7,994,561.74. That is just for 1 year, 2022. It says the total number of incomplete vouchers, the vouchers that were not properly raised, that have issues, problems, is 43 vouchers. Then the amount of incomplete vouchers, the value would be $1,031,239.79. Do you see that?
I never see this audit.
You never see this audit report.
And I never sign any voucher.
Now, the audit report was addressed to the Office of the Lord Mayor.
Okay.
And a copy sent to the Deputy Chief Executive Officer and the Accounts and Audit Committee, the three very important offices in Council. Either of them, or one of these offices will have forwarded it to your committee or to your board. Is that not the case?
You said this when
2022. Let me show you.
This news to me.
Yes, let me show you. Page 36, and you can look at the audit. The exhibit is LGC/BN/KMC/005. You can have a look at the fourth page and the relevant page yesterday. Have you seen the first page?
Yes.
Do you confirm that it is from the Internal Audit Department?
Yes.
And it is addressed to who? What the address is? The first address is?
Office of Lord Mayor.
Okay. Please kindly speak into the microphone.
Is addressed to the Office of the Lord Mayor.
Yes.
Deputy Chief Executive Officer.
Yes.
And Account and Audit Committee.
Yes. All right, thank you. And then you can talk to the relevant page and you can confirm what I was reading.
Anyway, I don't even know when this audit is conducted.
Yes.
And I was never being briefed. It's just recently that I know that there is an audit going on at Bakota Fish Market.
Yes.
Which Mr. Colley is leading.
Yes.
But prior to that, I never knew that there was an audit, and I never knew any audit.
Absolutely. You're a member, and you don't deal with finances. You are very important, but you don't deal with finances, and so you are more or less like a policy maker who helps to steer the ship. So if there is these offices receive these internal audit reports, what do you think should have been done?
No, we must make findings about why that happened, why those vouchers are not complete, and so on, and take necessary action if needed.
That's it. Unless there are questions for this witness, Honorable Chairperson, that will be all for Mr. JAMMEH from the lawyers.
Yes. Mr. JAMMEH.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, we have spoken about the issue of honorarium. Looking at your budget for 2020, there has been items itemized under the budget.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. Under the 2020 budget, that is as of 31st of October 2019, what was estimated for honorarium was 146,300. That is what is as of 31st of October 2019.
Okay.
Now, you realize that the honorarium expended for what we have seen in the vouchers, just a rough estimate of, I'm speaking on top of my head, I haven't seen the documents. The amount is 390,000. That is just for payment to councillors. And in the same budget, there is commissions that are being paid for the same period for 3,016,880. That is as of 31st of October 2019. And in 2020, 3.7 million, 3,750,000 was budgeted. When we go to 2021, we'll see what was expended. And in the same budget again, and these are discussed at council level, you have what is called staff incentive, which was pegged at 106,400. And these are amounts that are segregated, you understand, as remuneration to staff and non-staff of council. What do you have to tell us about this?
Yes, Madam Chair.
And the other issue is that when you spoke about training, when we do the maths and compare it to what is provided for in the budget, they are two different things. The budget doesn't sustain what has been paid to you people.
Okay.
This is totally wrong. Because you pay what you have budgeted for. You don't pay people what you don't budget for. And these budgets are discussed at the level of council. Is that not correct?
Can I come in?
Yes.
Thank you for those observations. To be honest, if a budget line is overspent, it's not correct. But I don't see that as my fault or the fault of the council, because there is a budget officer, there are finance departments who are in custody.
Mr. Jammeh, no. Mr. Jammeh, you are the elected official.
Yes.
The oversight of that executive is the council.
Yes.
They present this budget. You are supposed to scrutinize the budget.
Yes.
And see what you receive as income and what you propose to expend on the activities of the council. They go hand in hand. So your role is to supervise. Is that not correct?
This is what I'm trying to put across.
Yes.
Unless there is environment.
There is what?
Unless there is environment.
Yes.
If not, then what is budgeted is what's supposed to be spent.
Yes.
But someone is in control of this budget line.
Yes.
If the budget is $10 and I request $20, he should have told me, no, what you've requested is more than the budget. Because he's the one who is going to sign and approve. I only request.
So if I can understand you, if the administration doesn't do what it is supposed to do, you as council, you will still go ahead and do what is presented to you from the executive, from the management.
No. But some of these things may happen unknowingly. Yes. Because what you are telling me now, that what is spent on councillors for their training is more than what is in the budget. Yes. That's, to be honest, I cannot understand that, because that has never been relayed to me. So, and I cannot, summarize or have everything in my head what is in the budget.
Yes, but how many times do you sit as council? How many times do you sit?
Minimum once in a month. Minimum.
Once in a month.
Minimum.
Okay. Now, if you look at the budget for 2020, it says sitting allowance. Sitting allowance, the budget for 2020, sitting allowance is 6,555,400.
Okay.
Yes. So now, do you have an idea of what this sitting allowance is all about?
No, I know committees sit.
Yes.
And when committees sit, the committee sitting allowance.
Committee sitting allowance.
750.
Per sitting.
Yes.
Per sitting.
Yes. For each
council, for council sitting allowance.
That is $2,000 for councillors, and I think
and
that
you sit once in the month.
Once in a month, and
Once in a
minimum, yes.
Maximum, let's say, give and take. If you have emergencies, you can sit
Two,
3.
2, 3, yes.
Yes, and if you roughly do the maths
Of
of this calculate this. Yeah.
may I help?
Said committee sit, and let's just say take the highest, which is 3 times. Sorry, let's take the highest 3 times. You have to sit once minimum a month, but you may go 3 times,
Yes.
given the exigency of the situation. How many councillors do you have?
26, 27.
27.
Yes.
So 27 times 27 times 3,000.
2,000.
No, it's 2,000 per sitting.
Yes.
That is 6,000, right? If it is 3 sittings in the month,
Yes.
that is 6,000 times 12 times 26. Yes, so you said 27. Sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Let's have a rough. I just want to know whether you people sit to really look at the figures that are presented to you by the CEO and the team.
Let me help.
No. Let us do the maths first, and you have an idea, so we know. Huh? 27. By 6,000. They are paid 2,000, and if they meet 3 times in the month, that is 6,000 times 12 times 27. Yeah. Times 27. Okay. That is roughly for your allowance, which is by way the highest is 486,000. If you sit maximum three times in the month for 12 months, you understand, by 27, right? So I we will deal with these figures with the finance people to tell us exactly how they are able to come up with this and to provide us with proof of what is being expended on. So you were saying something, you can go ahead. So you see, if you
What I was trying to say is this sitting budget.
Yeah.
Every general council, the CEO and the entire directories attend, and breakfast is provided from that, lunch is provided from that, and likewise refreshment is also provided from that. So, but the management can help you how the breakdown is done.
How many conferences do you do per this thing per year?
What kind of conference?
It's in your budget.
I couldn't recall.
You cannot recall.
No, I don't understand.
How many times you have conferences?
Unless I refresh what
Well, it is very much budgeted for, and the budget amount is for 2018 it was 2.9, for 2019 it was 3 million, and for 2020 it was 2.5 million. And it says conferences and congresses, local and overseas. But we will get the director of finance to explain. But because you sit in council, that is why we are asking you whether you have an idea.
No, thank you. I
Thank
understand.
you. Yes. Council.
For Mr. JAMMEH.
Now, yes, before he goes, you have stated in your statement for the 13th of September 2024, you said there is a particular voucher that you were asked to explain, which has amounted to 13,500. You said this was in relation to an allowance of the market subcommittee? Is this 13,500 paid to each committee member?
No, this is a 3 days market tour.
Yes.
We went around.
No, my question is, just hang on. My question is, this 13,500, is it paid to each member of or is cumulative for all of the members that attend that 3 days?
It's global for the entire team that attend the 3 days.
3 days.
Yes.
And there's also a further 13,500, which is also also being paid to you, which is voucher number PV 21-12-48 dated the 2nd of June 2021, amounting to again 13.5. Is this also another meeting?
No, it's the same.
It's the same.
Maybe it's repeated.
No, it cannot be the same because the voucher numbers are different.
13,000.
It cannot be an error. The voucher numbers are different. The dates are different. The first one I asked you, it is 2019. It's a voucher relating to payments made to you in 2019. This is a voucher relating to payment made in 2021. That is on the 2nd of June. And it is the same 13,500.
Unless I
okay, note it and please help us check.
Yes.
There is also a support given to you for $74,000.
A travel support.
Sorry?
Travel support when I was going to China on HR.
But you have indicated that it was fully paid for. That was no, this one you said was for the purchase of 10 trips of gravel. For the support for the China trip, you have not indicated how much, because that is what I wanted to ask you. But you have just told us that it was 74,000. Is there any evidence?
The 74,000 is the gravel you're talking of.
Now, how much was the support given to you by council when you were traveling to China?
It's around that range. It's in 70s.
Do you have any proof about that?
Unless I ask the HR whether he have any record of it.
So that he can produce you with the voucher and you can provide for us. And then you have said that 5 million is given to KMM, right?
It's budgeted for KMM.
Yes.
And only once 3 million was given to them.
Yes.
And to my understanding, that money is still in the account, not touched.
Okay. That 3 million is still there?
Still there.
Okay. We will verify that. And for the Kempt project, you've also said 5 million was also given to them.
So
is that 5 million expended?
For what?
For the Kempt project. Anything
municipal transport.
Yes.
KMT.
Yes, KMT.
Yes, they also receive a budget of 5 million.
Yes. Do you know whether it has been expended or is not?
No, I don't know whether it is even paid to them or whether they've spent, because I'm not a member to that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Mr. Jammeh, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
If we need you to clarify for us any issues, we will let you know.
No problem.
All right. Thank you so much. Please call in the next witness. You are discharged.
Afternoon, Mr. Witness. May I kindly take your seat?
Okay.
Mr. Witness, welcome back.
Thank you.
May I remind you, before continuing your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Come. Good afternoon, Mr. JAMMEH.
Good afternoon, ma.
You're welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Comment. Council, we may proceed.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Can you please remind us again when you worked for KMC at some point?
I beg your pardon?
You worked for the Kanifing Municipal Council at some point.
Yes.
In what capacity?
First as Deputy CEO and also as acting CEO.
And as acting CEO. CEO, that was the period that you served as CEO.
August 2021 to June 2023.
To June
2023.
August 2021
21 years.
to June 2023. Now, you were there when several contracts were awarded, Mr. JAMMEH.
Yes.
We have seen payments made to Kanjura. You know Kanjura Kany?
Kanjura.
Yes.
Yes, I know him.
And also Lankara Muswari.
Yes.
We want to ask you questions regarding contracts that were awarded to these individuals.
Okay.
For instance, Kan Mustafa Kany, there was this issue regarding the bulldozers, D8, D9. Was that your time as CEO?
No.
That was not your time.
That was not my time.
Now, for Lang Karamusware, I have some vouchers I want to show you here.
Okay.
Say 2021 or 2022? Your last date, 2021?
Yes, 2020.
2020.
My last date?
Yes.
June 2023.
As CEO.
Yes.
I have a voucher here for the payment of, for the removal of a fallen baobab tree at Backward Upper Basic School. I will just show you some of these vouchers. You will probably shed light on the contracts given to Lang Karamusware. We have one. The date is 27th of April 2022. It says payment for 23 days hiring of scaffolding and a 4 days wall cutting and filling as per attached. Amount is 98,750. We have a voucher as well. In 2022, Lankar Musware was paid an amount of $3,000 for water pipe, 25 meters for the new generators to be used for pumping out rain waters. We have 21st May 2022, 50% payment for drain clearance from Town Main Highway through Talending Primary School to Foro and Swedish Council towards the Foro Corner Channel, $183,307. 4th April 2022, being cost of painting materials, labor cost for painting and clearing for the KMC town hall as per attached. This would be your time. So let me hand you over these vouchers, and then you can tell us the ones that you have authorized. The ones that take it one at a time.
Okay.
Or you can identify the vouchers that you have authorized, and then you tell us the voucher number and the date.
First, payment for the removal of a fallen baobab tree at Bakote Upper Basic School. Voucher number PV21-2343. Date 3rd December 2021.
Okay, you've authorized that one.
Yes, I authorize that.
Okay, put it aside, and you call the next.
The second one is hiring of a scaffolding for 4 days. Wall, the writing is not very clear. No, wall cutting and backfilling.
Yes.
Yes. Voucher number PV22-0749, date 27th April 2022.
Okay, the next one, please.
The third one is water pipe for the new generator for the pumping out of rainwater.
Next one.
The fourth one is payment for the drains. Voucher number PV22-0987, date 31st May 2022. Next is cost of painting materials, labor costs, and cleaning for the KMC Town Hall. Voucher number PV22-0590. Next is hiring of a shovel loader with 2 trucks for the clearing of dumps.
You've also
PV
authorized that
number
one.
is not.
You also authorized that one.
Yes. Then the next one is cost of plants, tool, and other agricultural materials. PV number 22-0812. date 10th May 2022. Next, cost of landscaping and sprinklers at Kotu UN 75 Park as per KMC. KMC, that planning LPO, the stroke RFQ stroke 952 stroke 2022, PV number 23-0203. 31st January 2023. That's all for
That's all.
Bundle, yes.
I have what I said. Okay. Yeah, Baba. Yeah, Baba. Just for the ones you have authorized.
Yes. Clearing of illegal dumps at Bakote, Bakote and Old K Point.
Yes.
Voucher number PV22 2028. Date 2nd December 2022. Next is payment for the hiring of shovel loader. Voucher number not specified. Next, payment for the construction materials for the construction of soccerways at Serakunda Sandika Market as per request attached. PV 22-0475. This one is bank transfer. Reference PV 221817. The 13th October 2022. Drain clearing and removing debris from the channel along Kotu stream. PV 221124, date 15th June 2022. Clearing and evacuating waste on the highway from Old Joshua to Denton Bridge. Voucher number PV 22-1301, date 8 July 2022. Next, hiring of a truck for the clearing of illegal dump at Bakau Farokono. This one too is a bank transfer, PV221485. 11 August 2022. Hiring of a shovel loader, and 3 trucks.
Okay.
Voucher number KMC PV22001086. Date 30th November 2022. That's all.
Yes, may I please have? It's fine. We apply to tender the following vouchers as identified by the witness, being the CEO, acting CEO, or deputy CEO at the time authorized these payments. We have voucher number PV213. The date is 3rd of December 2021. Voucher number PV220749. Date is 27th of April 2022. The KMC PV 220000334, 19th August 2022. PV 220987, 31st May 2022. PV 220590, 4th of April 2022. You have voucher number or check number 1218845, voucher number PV 220473. Date is 11th of March 2022. PV 220812, 10th of May 2022. PV 230203, 31st of January 2023. Voucher number KMC PV 22001063, 2nd December 2022. 10th. Check number 1157250, voucher number 0256022022. The date is 10th of May, 10th of February 2022. Voucher number PV 220475, payment by way of check. The date is 11th of March 2022. A bank transfer of $150,000 is to Lankara Mosware and Sons. The PV number is PV 221817, 13th of October 2022. PV 221124, 15th of June 2022. PV 221301, 8th of July 2022. Bank transfer of $150,000 to Lankara Mosware and Sons with voucher number 2200193, 11th of August 2022. 22001086, 30th of November 2022. Apply to tender these vouchers into evidence as an exhibit as identified by the witness for payments made to Lankara Mosware.
Council, I wish to admit them in a bundle. You want me to admit all of them in a bundle?
Yes, Madam Chairperson. Thank you.
Sixteen vouchers been identified by the witness, Mr. Kajali Jane, are admitted as follows. A voucher dated the 31st of January 2023 with voucher number PV23-0203. The next voucher is dated the 10th of May 2022 with voucher number PV22-0812. A voucher dated the 11th of March 2022 with PV number PV22-0473. A payment voucher dated the 4th of April 2022 with PV number PV220590. A payment voucher dated the 31st of May 2022 with PV number PV220987. A payment voucher dated the 19th of August 2022 with voucher number KMCPV 22000334. A payment voucher dated the 27th of April 2022 with voucher number PV22-0749. A payment voucher dated the 3rd of December 2021 with PV number PV21-2343. A payment voucher dated 30th of November 2022 with voucher number KMC PV 22001086. A letter dated the 11th of August 2022 with the subject attention branch manager Trust Bank Gambia Limited It is from Kanifing Municipal Council, and the letter is signed by an authorized signature without name. A payment voucher with date 8th of July 2022 with PV number PV22-1301. Payment voucher dated 15th of June 2022 with PV number PV22-1124. A letter dated the 13th of October 2022 with the subject attention branch manager, Trust Bank Gambia Limited. The subject is bank transfer, and it is also signed by an authorized signature with no name. It is from Cardiff Municipal Council. A payment voucher dated the 11th of March 2022 with PV number PV22-0475. A payment voucher dated the 10th of February 2022 with PV number PV22-0184. And the final payment voucher is dated 2nd of December 2022 with voucher number KMC PV22001053. These are all admitted in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KJ/KMC/006.
As a commission, please.
I believe is a convenient point to stop for. Do we discharge Mr. Jane to allow you go through the?
No, your Honorable Chairperson, we have questions for him for those vouchers.
For this voucher?
Yes, for the vouchers that are admitted.
All right. So we will see you after lunch break.
Thank you.
Thank you. We may rise.